Welcome to the King Kong Trail. I'm Doug Vandiver, sitting next to my beautiful, hey, that is the right button, my beautiful bride, Amy. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am doing well.
Oh, very well.
Yes.
Like deep well?
Like a deep well.
Like a deep well.
Deep.
Okay.
That's why
We're going deep today.
I'm deep. I really am. Yeah. We have a very cool special guest.
We're so excited to have this guest in the studio with us.
We've chased him down months and months and almost probably
it's been several years.
Yeah,
that's my fault.
But no.
I'm a procrastinator.
It is.
The timing was right now.
Yeah, I know.
Today's now.
Yeah, it was exactly right because the records came in yesterday. So
yeah.
So we have our good friend Morris Catterwelle in the studio this afternoon. How you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm glad to be here.
Good. Well, let's kind of give context of, you're not just lazy and didn't want to be on here.
No, I was working on production and stuff of the album.
Yeah.
Sending stuff off, finishing up parts, and
way
longer than I thought.
We'll show that album in just a second.
Yeah.
Okay. You were.
I know. It's really cool.
Yeah.
There you go. And we'll talk. This is what we're gonna talk about. I've listened to it, and
it's really good.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So we have thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear them.
So tell me about. So our whole thing here is we talk about Burlington and Southeast Iowa and stuff like that. What is your connection to the general tri-state area?
Yeah, I mean, I live here. Would be the first connection. I moved back in 2011. I think it was 2011. Yeah, it was 2011 to go to Western, to music school. So I had it narrowed down to a couple places, and Western was the one that I chose. It's my wife's hometown.
Okay.
Near here.
Nice.
So
all right.
Yeah.
So
So it was an obvious fit, and it's been great.
Okay. So you said you moved back. So
yeah, I was.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah. I lived
on the date of your birth.
It's funny because some of the songs on the album, 2 of them specifically, were written in Portland, where I lived till about 2010.
Okay.
I was in Portland. I had a brief stopover in St. Louis for about a year and a half, and then we moved here.
Okay.
But yeah, the songs, just those 2 songs on the album, Recreate and His Love Remains the Same, we wrote at a church in Portland.
Okay.
And a bunch of new believers. They didn't really know what church music was, and so we got away with whatever we wanted to play.
It
was a lot of fun.
I would love to be part of
It was great.
A church that does their own music all the time.
Yeah. And
like say especially the unbelievers, because man, you can make some good music.
You can make really unique music. It can be hit or miss. Obviously, I think we had a couple songs that weren't great, but we had some pretty good ones too. I thought.
Yeah. When I think about that, about the music, years ago, I used to listen to Mars Hill out of Seattle, and we were
associated with them.
They did. What's that?
We were associated. We were in the same church planting kind of.
The Acts 29.
We were. Yep,
Very
we
cool.
were at Red Sea in Portland. So,
okay.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your story. There's plenty of time.
No, I was just going to say that I loved the way they, from what I understood, they did anything that was public domain, and they jazzed it up, and it sounded awesome. And they put out their own Christmas album. I think we got the what was it? The Sing Team. I'm putting you on the spot.
I'm on the spot, and the spot says, I don't remember. That was a while ago.
You don't remember?
I remember the kids' music because they would sing a verse, and it was really peppy, and to help kids remember scripture. And one of them was it was Paige liked it, and it was like, oh my gosh, I can't hear this song again.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was like, oh, we're listening. It was, it's just one of those earworms that you hear over and over again. So, but yeah, I did like how they took scripture and they put that to music, and they did that. So you were part of.
So it was, Driscoll planted Acts 29 in, 2002, early 2000s. I don't even know the date. Maybe it was late 90s. But I moved out there in 2006, June. I remember because it was my 1 year like wedding anniversary. We were moving.
Oh, wow.
Out, to Portland. And then so we were part of the church plant there for like almost 4 years till the end of 2010, and it was great. A lot of great people. Overall, a really good experience.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So how'd you get from Iowa to Portland? I mean, to the Acts 29. You can't say car. You can't say car because that would be a dumb joke, and that'd be a joke that I would say. But I mean,
it was not car anyway, so I won't say that.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
My brother was out there. He had a job in Grants Pass. If you know Grants, it's Southern Oregon.
Okay.
On the border of California and Oregon. And then he went to Portland to do a church plant, help out with the church plant. He was about 2 years old, I think, at that point. And Acts 29 plant in St. John's, Portland. And so it would have been North Portland, if you've ever been there. There's four little quadrants, and then North Portland is like stuck on the top.
Okay.
And it was the place that at the time, not a lot of people wanted to be. I've heard it's turned over, but I haven't been there in a while. Anyway, he moved up there, and then he gave me a call. I was newly married. He's like, hey, we could use some help out here if you want to come. And I was newly married, no kids. And me and Heather prayed about it, and we're like, yeah, we'll go out. Sure, why not? We're not doing anything. We were in St. Louis. I was working insurance, and she was working at a chiropractor's office. So we were both semi-professional careers, but we left and went to Portland. It was great. That's kind of where my musical, I don't know, a lot of the taste comes in, because Portland's does its own thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of picked that up.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I love the area.
I lived out in Seattle. When I joined the Navy in 90. And it was right in that scene where like Mother Love Bone, Andrew Wood just passed away.
Oh gosh.
And that whole scene was just starting. I remember Alice in Chains was still rock and roll before they were grunge.
Yeah.
Queensryche I seen in a roller rink.
Really?
It was cool stuff like that.
That is cool.
But
early oh my gosh, Soundgarden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots from there? Or are they not? I thought they were, but maybe they're not.
I don't think so. I think they just stole the sound.
They did it well.
Who else was at the time? Green River, Mud Honey.
Mud Honey, yeah.
Oh, they are my favorite. I don't know why they didn't,
they were
get
kind of the odd man out, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Pearl Jam. That was my favorite band.
Yeah.
Growing up. Now I love Soundgarden a little more, but that's okay. I love that Seattle sound.
I haven't heard the new singer with Soundgarden.
I didn't even know they had one.
Yeah, they were out. I think they were out touring, and people are having a fit because
it's not Chris Cornell.
Not Chris Cornell, and I think it was a female.
Okay.
So.
Well, he sings really high, so I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me about your musical upbringing, and your taste and how you got playing music.
Yeah.
Did you come from a musical family, or?
Yeah, kind of. We lived in the middle of nowhere, and we weren't allowed to watch TV.
Okay.
There you have it. I mean, we were strange. It's like one of those little ecosystems. Seriously, you develop weird, creative things. My family's interesting,
okay.
Not in a bad way, not in a good way sometimes. No, it was definitely creative. I was 14 and I started playing guitar. My brother started too because he would steal my guitar, but he was like almost 18 at the time. So we would do like we were talking about Pearl Jam just now. I listened to Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and all that stuff on the radio, and his pitch was like, "Hey, you should learn guitar, so that we can play those songs." And do a band. I'm like, sounds good. I wasn't doing anything. Like 14, So that's when I started playing, and I really cut my teeth, like playing worship music in church too. Okay. Like they put me up on stage. I'd been playing for like 3 months. I'm like, get up here and play. We don't have anybody else. It was like, okay. I just never left. I mean, that's seriously like,
So far we know that you said the Catterwelles are your brother stole your guitar, so taking your stuff and they're weird.
Yes.
So
yes.
Not to call your family strange or
they
anything,
are.
but
That's okay. I could use a lot more names for them. No, just played a lot in church, and I always had the weird blend of like, you know, when you're in church and you love Jesus, but you also listen to a lot of other music, you know, even classic rock and like grunge, and then all the alternative stuff through the 90s and early 2000s. I mean, you get a kind of a strange, unique flavor,
right?
Especially if you're writing. So
Right.
I think the album is definitely unique. It's not super. It doesn't really copy a whole lot of stuff. So.
No. And I was sitting there trying, who does this sound like? Who does that
Yeah, I
sound
know.
like?
Yeah.
And I can't really, I can't nail it down. But it sounds really good.
That can be a bad thing sometimes, but it's I like it. I had the goal of writing. So the goal when I started writing was I want to write a worship album that people who don't like worship music would like. I think that was my goal, and I hope I achieved it.
Well, you know, the one thing that I found listening to this album is it's not pop in the aspect of.
Oh yes, thank you for that.
It's not pop in the aspect of lyrics that, you know, AI can spit out.
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
You tell a lot of stories. You sing a lot of scriptures. You know, I mean, when I listen to it, I'm like, this is good. I like
Good.
it.
I'm glad.
Matter of fact, I mean, the first song, "Cry Out," or "Join." No, "Cry Out." The second song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes. That's the one that I like.
Oh, cool.
Out of the whole.
The John the Baptist one, kind of.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And so you're singing and playing. And
Yeah.
you wrote all the instrumental parts.
Everything, I think, was written by me. The odd man out on this album is Recreate. Recreate's the fourth song. That was written by a buddy of mine, Luke Weeks is his name. He was in Portland with us. And when we were writing stuff, these two songs, Recreate and His Love Remains the Same, I wrote, and then he wrote Recreate within a couple months of each other, maybe.
Okay.
And yeah, but I rearranged Recreate, and I added I cut and chopped some stuff out and put some of my own thing on it, but a lot of the instrumental stuff is my own. But he definitely deserves the songwriting credit for it, because that's his song.
Okay.
I arranged it, I guess I'll say.
Right.
Nice. Has he heard your version of it?
He
then?
has not. I got to send it to him.
Oh,
I just
okay.
thought of that last night. No, I asked his permission and everything. I said, "Hey, I'm doing this album. I'd love to put your song on it." He said, "Of course. You know, that's fine." But yeah, I can't remember what your question was.
I don't know if there was a question. I can't remember.
I was going somewhere else with it, but yeah.
Oh, I was just telling you how much I like the
Good.
second song.
Oh,
Cry
parts.
Out.
You asked about parts.
Yeah.
Parts. Yeah, I played all the guitars and the banjo. Except for Olivia, my daughter, plays ukulele on Recreate. There's a little uke part at the back, at the end of it. There were some of the keys parts. Chris Brewer and Curtis Ashley. Chris, you know, from The Crossing. Curtis is one of my buddies from school, from Western. He's a fantastic keyboardist, and wrote some of the keys parts. And honestly, I don't remember which ones. I don't remember which I think Unknown God Curtis had some to do with that, but I have to listen back. There's so many parts and so many different iterations of stuff.
You know, even though we talked about doing this for, you know, as you say, years, just listening to you, you were talking to different people about, well, we get to get a choir here, and then you know, I remember you talking about, you know, talking to Chris about adding some keyboards, you know, and just listening to on the outside of you putting this album together. You know, it just didn't happen overnight. But
No.
So
No, it did not.
Tell me about the other people that are on here playing.
Yeah. So let me just do the rundown. So, I did all the guitar parts, obviously, and the banjo part on Recreate. Curtis actually, my buddy from music school, did keys parts on. I'd have to go back and listen to the exact ones that he did. Chris Brewer did keys parts and definitely had creative input on a lot of stuff. Bass on every single song but one was my buddy Aaron also from music school. He's in Chicago.
Okay.
I sent him the tracks, and he's a fantastic bass player. The other bass player who was on here, his name's Chris Breeze. He sat in on the sessions just to give us kind of a bass, like a bass line for stuff. And he is on His Love Remains the Same. That's his part that's on there. Drums, Jason Chatterton. I don't know if you know him. He's been at the Crossing for a long time. He was up. He's up in Macomb and Monmouth, I think now. He's the best drummer we have at the Crossing. I think he's very, very good. And he's also like a pianist. He's a piano major, classical major in school. Jason had some creative input as well on, just arrangements and stuff. Sure. Background vocals. The main background vocal on here is Jenna Hickman. She's down in 48th, the Crossing campus there. Excellent vocalist. She was great. I didn't know her. I cold called her and said, "Hey, you don't know me. I'm a weirdo. Would you like to sing on my album?" Sorry, but no. She was awesome. She said yes, immediately.
Nice.
Which is, that's not. Yeah, everybody on here was super great. Everybody. I didn't pay anybody, and that's kind of rare. Right. You get studio quality musicians without paying them. It's not a thing. Right. But that happened. My daughter sings on a couple of them. She
has a beautiful voice.
Yes, she does. She's main background vocalist on Unknown God.
Okay.
And I think she did some on Recreate, and she's in the choir too, on Abide, and what was the other one? Join. She's in the choir. And then let's see, the choir: Ashton, Winky, Matt Mullins, Jordan Granera. Am I missing somebody? I don't think I am. I think that's it.
Okay.
And then I was in the choir too, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
I think that's it.
So there's so many different ways that people record nowadays. We've had people that they never even saw the people that they were doing it. It was all virtual. And you said you had a friend that was, out of Chicago, and then you have, how did you guys record?
That was the only, so we did a couple practices, 5 or 6 or 7, maybe more, rehearsals down in Canton at my buddy Curtis's. He works as worship leader in Canton,
Illinois?
Lakeland.
Missouri.
Yeah, Canton, Illinois. Lakeland Church.
Okay.
In Canton.
My parents live right outside of there.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'm sure they passed. It's right next to the Walmart there. They have a perfect room, a super nice room for.
We went to church there a couple times before it was Lakeland. That's
No. You're thinking of something else.
no.
Next to the Walmart.
Right next to the Walmart.
Right next to the Walmart. That is where the preacher did the moonwalk.
Okay.
Awesome. I don't know about this, but I know.
Different preacher there now.
You don't forget
sure.
that.
Oh no,
Was he good?
I was freaked out.
Was he good?
Doing the moonwalk, it impressed me.
There you go. I'd do the moonwalk if I could.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
so he's
a couple of practices, maybe 8. I don't even know. It was enough for the band to get to know the songs. And then we recorded drums and bass live, and everything else was scratch tracks. And so I went and re-recorded guitars over it, so we get that live feel with the drums. Jason did all of the songs on here. They're all the second take that we did on each song. He did them all one. I didn't edit anything of his drums. Yeah, he's solid. And I would say some cues in the microphone, but that was it. And then Curtis went and retracked because he was playing along live with us, but then he went and retracked his key stuff just because he had his keys running through his keyboard, or his keyboard running through his laptop, and it was a really old laptop, so it was glitching out. And so he was shaking his head the whole time because it was. But he re-recorded them. I re-recorded everything over the top of the. Sorry about that. I re-recorded everything over the top of what we had, and then I sent the bass track off to Aaron. He was the only one that I really sent the tracks off to in Chicago, and he got it done and sent them back. I was like, Sweet. Thanks. And then I sat down with the other background vocalists and stuff. I recorded my parts. Just most of the time I just had a guitar amp mic'd, and then maybe a room mic for some of them.
Wow.
It was just that, and that was it.
Because you listen to this and it sounds like studio quality. It sounds like you
Yeah.
guys are all there.
Yeah, it does sound
And-
live. I think that's the drums and the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Jason have they only played one gig together. I would really love it if Aaron would move back. He's not going to. He has a great life in Chicago. But man, if he would move back, there would be so many gigs. Oh, that's okay.
Well, maybe he'll be like, hey, you can come visit me in Chicago, but you can't move that far away because,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glitchy.
So, yeah.
I've been glitchy before. I've been called worse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to go with that one.
You can-
I'm just going to leave it there.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay. We are in the studio with our friend Morris Catterwelle, and we are talking about songs for the called out. I just want to pull up this really cool cover art.
And when you cover your microphone, we can't hear
Yes, but I can do this, and you can still see. Now you can hear me, but not see me.
It's the glare, yeah.
So your sister
Yeah.
did the art for
Yes.
this. Can you tell us a little bit about the art that she does too?
Yeah. So my sister's a great artist. She lives in St. Louis with her husband and kids. She paints weddings currently. They fly her all around the country to paint ritzy weddings that I undoubtedly would not be able to afford. Those type of weddings anyway. So yeah, she's great. She also does murals, I think, around St. Louis. She does in houses.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, I got to back you up. When you say paints weddings,
She paints the bride and groom.
as the ceremony is going on?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
So it's probably like within a 20-minute span she has
Yeah, she does a sketch of them. I don't know exactly how it works. I think she does a sketch of them and then paints it during the wedding, so it's going on.
Okay.
And maybe it's different at every wedding. I don't know.
Okay.
This is not my crowd. Okay. Yeah, this is not my crowd, but she's good at it. And I think occasionally, gosh, she was in Italy and she painted some guests or something.
Nice.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're interested, she has a gallery coming up, a show December 5th, I think. I have no idea where it is. Undoubtedly, you can find her online. It's Alicia King, Elisha, Elysia King, and she has her stuff online, and she'll be able to tell you where
Okay.
her show
Well,
is.
It's going to be somewhere near St. Louis, though, right?
Somewhere in St. Louis, yeah, and I don't know exactly where. I'm playing at it. I'm doing like background music. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to be there in some capacity.
Nice.
Well,
So I'll have to find the address.
You'll have to do wildflowers.
I might. I don't know what. I honestly don't. I might do some solo jazz stuff, but I don't know. I might do some weirder, because it's an art show, so you can get away with whatever.
Right. I just say because there's somebody that I know that every time they see you,
Request
it's
it.
wildflowers.
It's a great song.
One time, down at Farmers Market, there's my friend Morris Catterwelle, and I'm like, aha, I'll get to hear my song, because I heard him off in the distance, but Eli ran ahead. He saw Eli, thought, oh, we must be right behind, and it just played it. I'm like, no.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
See, my theory on why you like that song is because I wrote you a song called "Flower from Heaven,"
Yeah.
and
that's
I
nice.
recorded it. And so, yeah.
Yeah. I like flowers and the flower child and kind
Well, because your middle name means what?
of flower of heaven.
There you go. That's
Yes,
why I wrote
yes.
it.
Okay.
So,
Yes. So
and
anyway,
it's nowhere near the quality of what you do. I can be honest with you. Matter of fact, when I played it for somebody, the guy's like, "What key is this in?" I don't know. He says, "I think your solo is off."
Jeez.
Duh. Have you heard me play?
Thanks for the input. You know that it's.
Oh.
well,
But nobody has heard it besides my wife, and I don't think I've played it for anybody else besides that one guy.
that one guy.
Yeah.
Well, that one guy helped you like do some background stuff on it. So
No,
was that Zastro?
No, that was the other one.
Oh,
No,
right.
this was the guy that I was in the band with for a while
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
that band. Okay. Well, we're going back to Morris Catterwelle and his band. All right. So, will you be playing this, doing any like worship?
I don't know. I really don't. It'd be fun to do like
Mm-hmm.
not an album release. I don't even know what you would call it. It'd be fun to. We talked about it, but that was when we were recording it, which was a couple of years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't know. I'm gonna see how it's received. If there's crickets, maybe I won't. But if people want to, I might. Yeah. I have no.
Well, if
I
they've
have
listened
some-
to it, it couldn't be crickets. I mean, they have to. I mean, it has to be where they can hear it because
Yeah.
I mean, it's really well done, and I'm not just saying that because you're a guest here. I'm for real.
Good.
It's well done. It's the lyrics are deep and very moving, and I think I'm just like I would love to be able to. Be in I love live music.
It would be fun to play live.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem I can think of is I am the guitarist on there, so I'd have to dig up some other guitarists, basically, because I don't have any tracks for it. It's just like I mean, because when we do Ableton stuff, you have to produce. I don't understand all of it completely. I did not mix and master this. I got somebody else to do it because it was just too much. So his name is John. He did that down in Nashville. I was inquiring about tracks. I'm like, what if I want to play it at church? If that ever happens, who knows? And he said you basically have to produce the tracks separately. So you have to go in through each guitar track. You have to produce it, and that's more money. And I didn't want to spend it at the time. So
Right.
if you're playing it live, I'd be hard pressed to recreate everything on the album. We could probably get close though. Maybe
Nice.
with 2 other guitarists, I could get close. But, and you guys know this from playing at church, like some of those, worship tracks, they have like 8 guitar parts on it. It's just kind of silly. Like,
Yeah.
If
I
you
think-
look at the breakdown, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was one song that we were doing. I think they had 17 drum tracks, or
Grapes.
yeah, it was crazy.
It's out of hand. There's nothing like that on this album. It would be, at the most, I think 4 guitars with an acoustic in there too. So I mean, but it can get hairy pretty quick because you can do anything in the studio. You can overlap and do all kinds of.
Sure. Well, so you just take your vocals out, do it karaoke style, and play your acoustic.
It'd be fun. I could probably get close. I could get close on there. It's funny because I have these sounds on there and like I saved some of them, but others I didn't save them, so I'd have to listen to them again and like isolate them. Like, oh gosh, what was I doing? What sound did I get? What reverb did I use? What
Right.
But yeah, it would be fun. I would love to do a couple churches, do a little mini.
Is there
Whatever.
anything on there that you kind of hid in there just to throw it in there?
No, I don't think so.
So I just
a little Easter egg or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Well, if he tells where
trying
it's
to
at or
think.
what it is, it's not hidden anymore.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it. I have to see the songs
you
to
might not-
remember.
Be able to give a secret out.
No, I know in the choir I sang girl parts in a real high falsetto just to blend it in. Real. I don't think you can hear it, but those are in there.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to have to really listen to the choir parts and be like,
You
there's
can hear
Jared.
Matt Mullins. Matt
Or
Mullins will overpower everybody. Yeah, I love he'll watch this. Matt, love you. He's in there. You can hear him.
He's got a great voice, too.
He does. He's all choir all the time. And I loved it. I'm trying to think if there's no real Easter eggs. All the stories behind. I've got tons of stories behind them. Like Expectations. When I wrote it, that guitar riff was like 2 a.m. I think 2:30. I stayed up one night. I'm like, I'm have a writing session. Well, I got Join started, and I got the riff for it, and most of Join actually, and then I just was drinking Dr. Peppers, and by like 2:30 I started writing that riff, and then I'm just like, forget it. So I went to bed at like 4, and I got those 2 riffs out of it. So I mean,
Well, this is the same question I ask most musicians that come in here. What is your writing process? Do
Yeah.
you write the music and then the lyrics? Do you write the lyrics and then kind of add?
it's whatever you can get. So I changed my philosophy on this, and I actually did it not by accident, but by necessity. So I used to like sit and I'd write a song whenever I'd think of a melody or whenever I'd get inspiration, and that hits 2 times a year, maybe, maybe. This was the first time I'm like, everybody says, like, professional songwriters, they all say, like, you write and then you modify, you go back and maybe what you've written, if you get a line, good, you've got a line. And so that's what I did with this album. I took a writing retreat or whatever you want to call it. My brother, he was writing a book at the time. So we both went down to, it's called High Hill Camp in Missouri. It was awesome. It was great. It's outside of Wentzville. It's in the middle of nowhere. I think we just did 2 nights there. And I got a good chunk of songs done. Not all of them, but a good. And then I came back and I finished up, and I was stuck on Unknown God. I had written it, a complete version. I scrapped the whole version. And that was the one I feel like I really had to work hard on, and that's how I think that the craft of songwriting, I had to actually work on it. Okay. And that's like a couple of people I played, that's their favorite song, and that's the one that I did not like. Like and no inspiration struck, none. I got nothing. Like it was complete. Like I had a melody, and then I had a song, and I just kind of beat the heck out of it. I mean, honestly, I just punched it in the face until I liked it.
A lot of musicians don't like some of their most popular songs.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's because you're too close to it, maybe. But yeah, I mean, my wife's biased because she likes that song. My daughter sings on it, so that's her favorite. But I mean, I've talked to other people that's their favorite too, and yeah, that's the one that I had zero inspiration, no lightning bolts, nothing. Just it was work.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
so
I think I'm growing
kind of a labor
as a
of love with that.
I didn't like the song. It was a labor of like, I just want to get this done. Like honestly, like I had to have 8 songs because I'm like, that's we already had it recorded, and I was even changing it like I completely changed the bridge. I think even after we recorded, I had the drums and the bass, and I'm like, I got to find something to fit here. So like I didn't want to re-record the bass part, and so I like completely changed. I was still writing.
Was that after you sent it off to your friend in Chicago and then brought it back?
I think I had the bass tracks for it, and I still changed the words to it. I might have even changed the chords too and kept the bass roots. Anyway, yeah, it was being, and then I sang it. I'm like, this is the version. That's what I'm going with. It's frozen now, so.
It is as it lies.
Yeah, the process. Honestly, the process. I think my process now is like intentional writing, and if inspiration strikes, hey, that's great. But you can't wait around for it. Right. I think it's trusting. You got to trust your musical instincts. I think I have enough writing now under my belt where I could write good stuff semi-consistently. Hopefully.
So with this song, Unknown God, the one that, is kind of your struggle song on this, can you tell us kind of the story behind what the actual lyrics are?
Yeah, so it's that song is, and this is the only direction I had for the song was, it's Paul's sermon, the Mars Hill sermon, right? The one where he is walking through Athens. You guys know it. I'll tell it for the listeners. So Paul is on one of his missionary journeys, on his second one, right? Second one. Maybe it's the second one. Gosh dang. Someone will comment on that. Anyway, he's on his missionary journeys, and he goes into Athens, and he's walking through the city, and he sees all the different shrines to all the different gods, and he sees one that says to an unknown God, just in case they missed one, right? Which is funny. Paul spends, I think, his best sermon ever. He spins that into a sermon, and he says, hey, you're very thorough. That's great. You're very spiritual. That's wonderful. And he says, this unknown God is Jesus. He says, this is Jesus. We worship him. And he, and it's a big, it's like most of them were laughed at him, but some of them believed. And it's, I think, the best sermon ever. And so that's the theme of it. We there's a lot of different ideas about God. You guys know that. Everybody's got an idea, but that unknown God, right? That's Jesus, and that's who we worship. So I didn't. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of harsh saying that I didn't like the song because I do like it. It's on there. I wouldn't have put it on there if I didn't like it, but it was just creatively, man. It was a struggle.
Right.
And it may be sometimes the things that give you the most struggle that.
I mean, there is that. Yeah, there's that theory creatively. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have to dig a little deeper for some things, and.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely that theory. I don't dismiss that. I mean, whatever's hard should be. I don't know. It's hard for a reason. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that song too.
Good. No, I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, and that story of Paul on the missionary journey and going to the marketplace and seeing, all the gods that they had, and the one unknown. I mean, I think he took what they had and just said, "Hey, let me point you to the way." And so many times we go through life and we may come by people who are struggling with something, and there may be something that God can use to say, "Hey, this is how you can point them to me." And we just like, nah, God, they don't want to hear that right now, and walk on our way. But that's one thing about Paul. He there was no time that I've ever seen that he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna let that one slide by, and I'm just gonna forget to tell him about Jesus right now." And just that was who he was day in, day out.
I think it's a classic of like meeting people where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, there could be a God,
Right.
So you start there, you don't have to start with, proving anything, just, I think just meeting people where they are. That sermon, the misconceptions, all the misconceptions, of who God is, I think it just cuts right through it. I love that. Gosh, and now I can't remember what mission. I want to say second or first missionary journey. I can't remember.
I can
It's
ask
Acts
Google
16.
real quick.
I think it's Acts 16 something.
Well, that's where like Mars Hill got the name of their church.
Yep.
We had
there's a whole bunch of Mars Hills, churches that have taken.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it came from. So, and then our youth group thing that we had at that time, we called it the Marketplace because of
that. Yeah.
Because he went to the marketplace, and that's one of the things. I mean, just meeting people where they're at. I think. We had the Iowa build it and they will come, we'll build a pretty church and they will come to it. No. The church is the people going out into the world, and not just where we meet is a building,
Yeah. It's nice to have a nice building, but that's not the church. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all those empty churches are a testament to people not telling others, it's not a good testament. But.
Right. But, I think God's moving in this area, and I'm kind of excited about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
So, yay. There's some other things that you do besides sing and play on Jefferson Street, where I've seen you before, and I say, where's my song? But do you also teach music too?
Yeah, I do lessons. That started accidentally.
How'd that start?
Olivia, my daughter, went to the Crossing camp when she was in junior high, I think. She would have been in junior high. And they have camp sponsors, or I think it was her small group leader contacted me and was like, "Hey, I got a bunch of pictures from camp. Do you want them?" Like, sure. Send them over. What's your email? Gave her the email. She sent them over. Gave her my name, and she stalked me on Facebook, and she goes, "It's Adair Spencer." So Adair called me. She's from Quincy, and she's like, "Hey, you have jazz guitar degree. You play guitar?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I have a piano studio in Quincy, and I've been looking for a guitar teacher to teach out of that piano studio. You wouldn't have to do anything other than just teach. You don't have to contact parents. You don't have to do paperwork. You don't have to do billing. I'm like, great, because I don't want to do any of that. I'll try it. So, we started, and, I think it was the year before COVID. I think it was 2019.
That's a great year to start things.
Great year to start things and just have them tank. No, Adair's great. She plays keys down at 929. Her and her whole family. I taught her daughter. I'm teaching her sons still. And yeah, so that got started. I did not want to ever teach lessons, but it's been a nice, like, I do them 1 day a week. It's a full Wednesday, morning to night, and then I'm done. And I have some back in Carthage too.
Nice.
But I think I have 10 in Quincy, 4 in Carthage. So 14 students, which is that's about perfect. I don't want to do it full time.
Gotcha.
Part-time is nice. So, yeah, that's how that started.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like most of the kids. I'm kidding. I like all of them.
Next question would be, who's your favorite? No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
It sounds like something I would say.
There's some that are good at, like, running the clock out. You know, they know that they haven't practiced. They know that I'll talk, and they just run that clock out. Gosh, that's some funny stories from them. But yeah,
So they know how to play it,
they know
whether it's the instrument or just life.
They know how to distract me, shall we say?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so we have the vinyl,
Yeah.
and we also have
CDs for those of you
CDs.
who still have CD players, which is dwindling fast.
We do. Now, I'm going to give you a complaint that I have about
Hit
this.
it.
I put it in my CD player, and it didn't pull up the titles.
It didn't really?
No, I had to go in and put it on. Maybe it has updated or something.
No, it should have pulled up the titles.
So
They should have. I don't know. I got them made, and it should have pulled up the titles.
okay.
But you
Sorry.
you put the titles in, right?
I put the titles in.
It's only 8 songs. It didn't.
That's my bad.
It's
probably disc
But have you
makers.
seen my spelling?
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
I have.
No.
I put them in. I don't know why they're not there.
Okay, so another question.
Yeah.
What do you put it in that would come up automatically? What's the process of
So I went through a company called Disc Makers,
okay.
and you basically just have to go through their system. So the album artwork is a whole thing. You have to, like, put it in their format exactly, right? And that was somewhat confusing, but I figured it out. I'm glad my wife does Photoshop and is a photographer, so I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like, I wouldn't have been able to.
Right.
Then let's see, you upload the tracks. Obviously, I did that online. And yeah, there was a section for titles and how it's going to appear on the. So sorry.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, Doug.
and this was very early
They dropped
on,
the ball.
on getting when I got the CD from you. So
It was like the first day.
maybe they had to restart their computers. And,
I don't know.
Okay.
It should have been embedded in there. So
okay. Well,
sorry.
darn.
Yeah.
Didn't want to throw shade on anybody. Or,
No, that's fine. I didn't
So-
know that I have one of my sons has a CD player upstairs, and I just put it in there, but they don't have the tracks on that anyway. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no
Right.
way for me to tell.
Right.
The CDs were purchased because I purchased the vinyls, and it was like a special, so it
Nice.
cost me not that much. And my wife was like, "Hey, my parents don't have Spotify, and they don't have vinyl." I'm like, "Oh gosh." So I'm like, "All right, well, I'll get some CDs," and it didn't cost that much. So
Okay.
yeah, that was the reason. There was kind of a like a last minute addition, but
Well, I'm glad you did get the CDs because that way, I mean,
it's fun selling them at the market too.
yeah,
I
it's.
sold 6 or 7, I think. You guys bought 3.
I
That
bought
doesn't-
3.
But still, I
She
sold a
gives some.
couple colds.
She gifts them, so
That's good. It's funny.
Yeah, actually, I forgot to tell you. I needed another one. Do you-
Okay.
Do you have them in your car?
Bring one too. No, I don't. I was
That's
gonna
okay.
bring one.
I'll see you before Christmas.
Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
that's
give them
okay.
to you.
But now that I have the vinyl, and yeah, so
Yeah.
I like vinyl. I think it's fun.
Yeah. So we were talking about how to find this, and you have you're working on a website and working on Spotify.
It's going to be up soon. I swear, it's coming. So I'm going to do a website. It'll be morriscatterwelle.com. You'll be able to purchase CDs, vinyl, and maybe some merch. I might do some merch just for fun.
You have to.
And I don't know. I won't make any money on it, but it'll be funny. So I might do some merch on there, and then I'll probably put Spotify. I'll probably do Spotify, and I'll probably do Apple iTunes. And I think that'll be able to get pretty much everybody who wants to listen to it. I would encourage people to, you might have said this before on your podcast, if you're looking to support local artists, especially, streams are just not going to get it done. Now, streaming is fine. If you want to stream it, that's fine. But buying physical product is the best way to get money directly from your pocket to their pocket, and that enables them to. Right. I would love to make enough money on this, at least to sustain another album. Yeah. I'm not going to strike it rich, but I want to make enough to justify the expense, because there's thousands of dollars that go into this, and that's not even time. That's just money. Thousands of dollars, thousands of hours usually, and so, yeah. But Spotify, if you want to listen to it on Spotify, that's fine. I'm not saying don't do that.
But buy the copy. Definitely buy a copy.
Yeah, because that's money that I get directly, and it doesn't. Spotify, I think pays 8 cents per 100 streams. Last I checked, which is
oh my gosh,
nothing.
Right,
it's nothing.
It's
just nothing. You have to know that you use Spotify to reach more people, and not necessarily.
Right. I think I was watching a video of a fairly known musician, and they're like, "Yeah, look at my Spotify check," and it was like 37 cents. Yeah. But he says like it streamed millions of times or whatever, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's.
Yep. But that's how people listen to music now. So.
Yeah. Wow, I hear. We don't own a cat in the studio. That's weird.
Do you think the mics picked it up? That's funny.
Probably every once in a while we get
you hear a chicken.
Or a
so.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, morriscatterwelle.com should be up soon. I'll get my stuff together and go. And you should be able to purchase stuff directly on there, downloads and everything on there.
The lyrics that you have are so beautiful, and you have so many talented people, photography.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put all the credits online. Yeah. And I think I got a blurb right up for all the songs too. I've already done that. It's ready to upload.
I was thinking for merchandise, putting the lyrics on a T-shirt or on a photo or a picture or something like that, because your wife does photography, your sister does art.
We could find some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the lyrics are beautiful. And I was downtown at Taste and Seek. They had an open house. I don't know if you know about them, but
I've heard of them.
Yeah, it's a little. You should play your stuff down there. That'd be good. But there was some lyrics to a worship song that was on in a frame, and I looked at that. And all of a sudden, all that music came, and I'm like, it was like Generations. It was that song, and I'm like, I just love that song, and I'm like, that would be really cool, and I'm like, I can make that. No, but I think that lyrics in art is really cool too. So maybe that'd be something that would also help. Get your words out there.
That'd be nifty. I honestly don't know what demand is going to be. I have no idea. I have no way to gauge it. So maybe people want to buy it.
Right.
Maybe they don't. I don't know. Don't know. But I hope they do, because it's fun doing this kind of stuff. I would love to make another album. I've got a couple songs bouncing around in my head. One's done. One's kind of done. The other one's just a concept. But yeah, I'm always raring to go on the next project. So.
Gotcha. Well, this project is it is amazing. I do encourage people to go out and purchase it. Do you have any more? Are you playing in Burlington anytime soon for any of the events?
I'm not.
You were doing a lot of farmers markets.
I was, yeah. I don't have any gigs coming up in Burlington. That might change.
Okay.
I like doing acoustic stuff. And I told the people at the farmers market who bought this, I'm like, hey, this is not the stuff I'm playing. Like, I'm playing acoustic, and none of these songs are what I'm playing. So maybe you'll like it. I don't know if you will. Yeah, I like doing acoustic stuff. It's fun. It's hard to, I don't know. It's hard sometimes to play and really have an energetic show, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I might do some stuff here this winter. We'll see.
Nice. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for you for
Yep.
that. And now, your sister does some things at Love the Lou, and that's one of the.
She does, yeah.
Is that one of the missions that you're kind of pretty passionate about? You were telling me about that before.
Yeah, so that's my brother's nonprofit that he started.
Portland brother or another brother?
Portland brother.
Okay.
Yeah, Portland brother. I do have another brother, a younger brother. This is my older brother.
Okay.
He started Love the Lou. Gosh, this was 2013 maybe. I can't remember. 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. But they're in North City, in the neighborhoods in St. Louis, and some of the rougher neighborhoods. And they're like a neighborhood restoration on all grounds. You know, spiritual, physical restoration, all kinds of stuff. He's got, they call it the Block, is their building that they have. The tornado actually blew the roof off of it, but I think the roof is fixed. My sister did a lot of artwork within that.
Okay.
So that's the connection there. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Because I know I've seen different events for Love the Lou, and yeah, so it's just something that I was like,
Yep, that's my older brother. I haven't been down in a while. I was gonna go down, and then the tornado happened. And then I was gonna go down the last time. That's right, I was sick. I got back from a long trip, and then I got sick, and so I didn't go down.
Okay.
But yeah, I just saw him a couple days ago, but
Gotcha.
it's still there. That's all I know.
That's good.
It's still
That's good.
there.
The neighborhood probably still needs it. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, and you were also telling us before we started about some legends of the Catterwells, like the
Oh, the name.
history of
Yeah,
your
the
history
name.
name from Australia and
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
an Australian back in the 1800s. I can't remember the year, but it's an Australian train robbery gang, and they would rob trains and give the money back to the people. I loved it.
they're Robin Hoods.
Australian Robin Hoods. Yes.
So I'm trying to picture Little John with the Australian accent,
Yeah,
in the
it's
green
wild.
tights, and so
Sorry, my
so
phone's
Catterwells are legendary.
legendary. Yeah,
Legendary.
that's where I took the name from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we were able to include some Catterwell stories,
Mythology. Yeah.
mythology. Yeah, I think I don't know if with Vandiver, I don't know if there's any mythology behind. What's the meaning behind Vandiver, Doug?
Well, as you know, we are notorious bad spellers.
Oh yeah.
I am. But if you break down the Germanic inflection of Vandiver, it was originally Van Driver, and so, like I said, we're just bad spellers, and I don't drive a van.
I do.
You do.
I just hear everybody at church say Van Diver. I'm like, it's not that, but
I know.
Yeah, I've
right
had.
into it.
Yeah,
I give up.
I tell my kids at school, who are you, Mr. V?
Mr. V.
I'm just Mr. V, or hey you, or dude, or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I worked at a nursing home, and I had my badge, Amy Vandiver, and I had a little lady come up to me. She goes, "Oh," she grabbed my, because it was on one of those little pull chains. She pulled it to her. She goes, "Oh, you're the new van driver." I'm like, actually, that was part of my job. So, yeah. So Catterwells are from Australia. Bank robbers, you're a bad van driver, bad speller.
And your name has some
It does.
some history to it also.
Does. My maiden name is Pataxel, and it's Filipino, and it means backstabber or betrayer.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to watch out for me.
Backstabber betrayer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Only
so-
Filipino people would know that, right?
Uh-huh.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because nobody growing up, nobody knew how to say my name. I'm like, okay, I get used to it, and so the prerequisite for me wanting to marry somebody was they have to have a name that people can say. They have to be taller than me and older than me. That was it.
That's easy.
Yeah, and
job, Doug.
I got 2 out of 3 because he's taller than me and he's older than me, but people still can't say my last name.
you know, but I
And
think
that's-
it's easier.
It is
It's
easier.
easier, yeah.
And you just
Yeah.
go.
I knew it was Vandiver. I never thought it was Van Diver
Yeah.
because Todd at church is always like, it's Van Diver. I was like, that's not it.
and
Yeah, but I even heard it all the time. I was like,
Yeah.
it's Vandiver. I know it is.
You get tired of arguing with people, and it's like, yeah, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
just don't call me
Yeah.
late for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have we missed anything? I know we've talked about
No.
your website coming up,
Mm-hmm.
your Spotify coming up. Let me get that camera on me so I can look into the camera. Buy the product, buy the physical product.
Mm-hmm.
Take a listen to it, or don't take a listen to it. Just buy it first. You will love it. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like what is that sound, and the songwriting is, you know, far above what some of the popular Christian music is today. I will say that's some really good.
Good.
You put some effort into it. It's awesome.
Yes.
Um,
It's not cut and paste. There's
Good.
a lot of cut and
It's
paste
not cut and
Christian
paste.
music right now.
It's not.
so, but
Yeah, no, that thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
So I would encourage people, get out there when it's made available. Take a listen to it. You will enjoy it. What was some of your musical influences on this? Because I was sitting there trying to think, does that?
So yeah, I'm an anomaly, I think, in the worship world and in the music world, because I grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, conservative. Like I'm not like I didn't.
You didn't
I
watch
grew up
TV.
in a conservative church. Yeah. Well, we didn't. That's the thing. We didn't watch TV. We didn't have any channels. Where I grew up out in Podunk, Southeast Missouri. I mean, my mom still doesn't have internet. She doesn't want it. You know.
She
I mean, she
probably
has a
lives
phone. She has a smartphone.
She
right?
probably lives a really good life.
She
Because
does. She
she's
has a
not
smart-
missing anything.
Well, no, she's not. But the fiber went past my house. Mom, get fiber. She's like, I don't want it. Fine. But anyway, no. The musical influences. Yeah, they're really varied. I grew up listening to Rich Mullins. You guys, I know.
I love Rich Mullins.
Yeah. Everybody who's heard Rich Mullins, for your listeners, Rich Mullins was a very eclectic songwriter and Christian in the 90s. Sorry, I'm stretching.
Can I tell a story about Rich Mullins?
Yeah, hit it, please.
We went to Lincoln Christian College, which is in Lincoln, Illinois, about
I'm
60.
stretching my legs. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Fine.
About 60 miles past.
I'm sorry. I'm back.
Nope.
My leg was cramping up.
Oh.
I hate that.
Yeah. So anyway, Rich Mullins, 60 miles south of Peoria, Illinois, is Lincoln.
yeah?
Well, it was Lincoln Christian College. They've since closed up since COVID. Yeah, our trailer's
I'm
kind of
really sorry.
lopsided.
No.
But he was
Edit this in post.
at the time of his death, which
Yeah.
he died in Peoria, just outside
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
of Peoria. He was in Lincoln, Illinois. They were working on a musical production, and he was kind of over that and getting that. And so that is our claim to fame at Lincoln Christian College, that he was there. And I remember coming. I came back here for my weekend ministry. Then I'd go back to college. This was very early in my college years. And I came back, and people were just distraught. You know, like, what's going on? Well,
That was before everything was out on Facebook and stuff like that.
And,
Facebook wasn't around yet.
And and then we heard on the radio that he was killed in a automobile accident. On 74 or something, somewhere near Peoria. So just sad, but one of those artists that, matter of fact, that was one of the first records that I got when I became a Christian was the greatest hits.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just love. I love a quality songwriter when it comes to lyric quality, content. So
Yeah, I didn't start listening to him until he was dead. I think or really listening to him until he was dead, because I didn't start playing guitar until just right after that, because I think he died in '97. I think.
that would be about right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were married in '98.
Yeah. And so yeah, there's that influence on there, and then I lived in Portland, so there's kind of the do whatever you want, even if it sucks, do it. And so there's that influence, do whatever you want. And then I got a jazz degree at Western, so there's that influence too. So there's it's a very eclectic mix of influences. But yeah, definitely Rich Mullins was an early songwriting influence. I used to want to be him, and now I'm like, no, there's only one Rich. So,
God called Rich to be Rich, and he called you to be you.
Yeah, good songwriting is good songwriting. So
yeah. Well, this definitely has good songwriting on it. So, I mean, I love being able to support local musicians. I have a lot of friends who are in local bands who put out different things. I think that we've known each other for 3, 4 years, 5 years. I don't even know. I don't know. Huh?
Yeah.
110 years. And
it's been a while.
Yeah. So,
I was on that train. Okay?
You were on that train
in
Australia.
I'll just say that.
There were no casualties in that one.
So there's no bad blood between the Catterwelles and the Vandevers.
No.
Okay.
No, there's not.
Yeah, we've reconciled.
Okay, very good. Yeah, but really and truly support local musicians. If you want to get a hold of these and the website's not up yet, just drop us a line and we will.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could probably email me too if you're like within the next 2 weeks, if you got to have one. It's CatterwellMusic@gmail is my email that I have. So Catterwell Music, Gmail, it'll find me.
Very cool.
Or if
and I'll get one to you somehow. But then the website should be up.
That was a chicken.
Soon. Was that a chicken?
That was a chicken.
Yeah.
So, So, get back in there. There we go. I'm gonna say we probably need to wrap up. We got to get over. I got to get over to conferences and check on some grades on my kid. So, so I think we've hit everything. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, this was fun. I'm glad we could do it.
Yes. And when you get your next one, you come back on. And, and we'll talk about it. And yeah.
And listen to let's see. You said your favorite song's "Abide." I like "Unknown."
No, "Cry Out."
That is a good one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
"Cry Out." See,
No,
that's why
one's my
that's
favorite.
why I didn't sing on your
That's
record.
a fun one. Hey, did you notice the end of "Cry Out" where I do a couple cry outs? That's a nod to Counting Crows. That's an Easter egg for you. That's a Counting Crows nod.
I was going to say I thought
at the very end when he
Okay. I was in there.
At the end of Rain King, where he says for no reason.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
That's why I'm like, I was gonna do one. I'm like, no, I'm doing two. I'm gonna scream two of them. It's gonna be fun. I don't even care.
Yeah, very cool. Because I was in my mind, I'm such like, I know the band. He has little dreadlocks and stuff like that. What is the name of it?
That's an Easter egg for you. There you go.
So, yeah.
Well, we do like Easter. So.
So, okay, one more time, where we can find the music, in shortly.
MorrisCatterwelle.com.
Okay, and you can find it on Spotify soon. And
probably Apple iTunes.
Yeah. Okay.
That kind of thing soon.
All right.
Very cool.
Soonish.
All right, and for local copies, if you need a copy soon, how many vinyl did you get? How much vinyl?
I got 100 vinyls pressed.
Okay.
So there's 98 left because I have one. So this is the the first one.
We got the first one.
Top of the box.
Well, the top of the box is always the best. So you guys can have the ones underneath the ones we got already.
We got the creme of the creme.
Yes.
The
Yes.
best ones. Only the best.
Well, I'm going to let you walk it out.
All right. Okay, Southeast Iowa, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the King Kong Trail. And our special guest, we want to thank Morris Catterwelle. And we also want to thank his ancestors for not killing my husband's ancestors on that train, because neither one of them would be sitting here at this table today.
That's true.
Buy local, support your local musicians. If you ever want to see Morris, he does play at churches every once in a while at Keokuk. Where else do you play? Just in Keokuk right now?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't ventured too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keokuk Crossing. And if you can't go all the way to Keokuk, you can join us in Wever
There you go.
at the crossing.
Yeah. We were.
Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever time you're watching this, just have a good day. All right. Thanks. Bye.